Quaker State Full Synthetic goes for about $6 a quart. AMSOIL charges $13 for the same 2 words on the label, but only one of those bottles is actually built that way. We're ranking 7 full synthetics that don't earn that word, and 4 that actually do, and by the end, you'll know exactly which bottles are quietly overcharging you. Number 1. Castrol Edge. This is the brand at the center of the 1999 ruling, and it still leans on the outcome it won 25 years ago. It traces back to a British lubricant company founded in 1899. About $9 a quart, priced like a lab-built synthetic. Independent analyses generally indicate Group 3 base stocks form the majority of many Castrol Edge formulations, rather than predominantly PAO or ester-based synthetics. The oil performs fine. The price is paying for an expectation a courtroom manufactured, not a chemist. You're not buying bad oil here. You're buying a legal precedent with a price tag on it. The next bottle doesn't even try to hide it. Number 2. Peak Full Synthetic. About $5 a quart, and it meets the legal spec without a fight. Its data sheet doesn't make the extended drain claims that most of its full synthetic competitors do, and like most mainstream full synthetics in this price range, it's widely believed to rely primarily on Group 3 base stock. Legal is not the same as competitive. It meets the standard. It doesn't move the standard. No oil company paid for this video. No sponsorships. Every brand here earned its spot by clearing 4 checks. First, the base stock. Group 3 starts as crude oil. It's pushed through severe hydrocracking and hydroisomerization until it behaves like something built rather than refined. Group 4 is chemically synthesized from scratch. Group 5 is a catch-all for other synthetic base stocks, like esters, engineered, not refined. Second, the additive package. Real protection blended in, not a thin pour behind a strong label. Third, transparency. Published safety data and spec sheets, or nothing at all. Fourth, the blend percentage. Synthetic blend has no regulated minimum. 2 bottles can wear the same words and mean 2 different things. Run those 4 checks in any store. Most of the confusion on this shelf clears up immediately. Back to the list. The next one hides behind its own family. Number 3. Quaker State Full Synthetic. Founded in Pennsylvania oil country in 1931, later folded into Shell alongside Pennzoil, founded in Texas in 1913. Same parent, 2 different processes. Both meet the same API standard. Pennzoil gets there through Shell's gas-to-liquid technology, turning natural gas into a nearly pure base oil. Quaker State, at about $6 a quart, doesn't. Pennzoil prominently markets its GTL base oil technology. Quaker State does not. Pour them side by side and ask yourself, could you tell which one paid for a cleaner process and which one didn't? Same company, same certification, different engineering. The next bottle hides behind a single word. Number 4. Valvoline Daily Protection Synthetic Blend. Valvoline is the oldest branded motor oil in America, dating to 1866. That history is real. The word doing the damage today is blend. There's no regulated floor on synthetic content in a blend, so one bottle can carry a fraction of the synthetic content of another wearing the identical label. Think of it as conventional oil with some synthetic mixed in, not a full synthetic wearing a different label. Flip the bottle over and check for yourself. Does it say full synthetic or does it just say blend? The heritage is real. The blend is where the compromise begins. The next name isn't hiding chemistry, it's hiding paperwork. Number 5. STP Full Synthetic. STP has been on shelves since the 1950s, built its name on racing sponsorships, and still trades on that image today. Around $6 a quart. STP publishes less public documentation than every other brand on this list. Fewer safety data sheets, fewer spec sheets a buyer can actually check. That doesn't prove the oil underneath is worse. The 1999 ruling only ever required a word. It never required a number. STP shows you exactly how little that leaves a buyer to go on. The oil may be fine, the documentation isn't. The next brand's biggest asset is also its biggest blind spot. Number 6. INEOS Full Synthetic. The name traces back to Japan's Nippon Oil, over a century of refining history and a real earned following among Toyota and Honda owners, roughly $8 a quart. INEOS quietly sells several different formulations, and not all of them use the same base stock. Some lean on PAO, others don't. The real gap here isn't a single hidden ingredient. It's that the loyalty and the price both imply a uniform lab-built synthetic across the whole lineup, when what's actually inside depends entirely on which bottle you pick up off the shelf. The last brand on this half of the list is the one that started the whole argument. Number 7. Mobil 1. Launched in 1974 as the first mass-market synthetic motor oil in the world. About $9 a quart today. And this one comes with an asterisk. Mobil sued Castrol in 1999 over exactly this question. Since then, analysts have debated whether current formulations lean more on Group 3 base stock than the PAO heavy blends that built the name. ExxonMobil doesn't publish exact composition, and nobody outside the company can prove the worst version of this claim. That's exactly why the debate has never actually gone away. Ironically, the company that challenged the definition now faces many of the same questions from enthusiasts and oil analysts. 7 brands, 1 pattern, bottles charging premium money for a word instead of the chemistry behind it. Now, 4 oils that actually earned the label they're wearing. Number 1. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. About $10 a quart, built on Shell's gas-to-liquid process instead of conventional refining. Natural gas converted into a base oil clean enough to hold up in modern turbocharged engines. Compare that directly to Quaker State. Same parent company, same shelf, but Pennzoil markets exactly how it gets there, and Quaker State doesn't. Same company, completely different engineering. The next one skips the argument entirely and goes straight to the paperwork. Number 2. Liqui Moly Synth Oil, founded in Germany in 1957. Its formulations carry named approvals from BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, and Porsche. Not a vague nod to European standards, but specific certifications each automaker tests for directly. Around $14 a quart. The approvals aren't printed for decoration, they're earned. The next brand was doing this before it was a marketing angle. Number 3. AMSOIL Signature Series. Founded in 1972, the first company to earn API certification for a synthetic motor oil in North America, about $13 a quart. This is where AMSOIL separates itself from almost everything else on this list. AMSOIL's own published specifications put its no-AK volatility around 4%, meaning that's roughly how much of the oil evaporates away under sustained heat. Many mainstream formulations fall in the 8 to 12% range. The same range peak, $5 a quart back, likely sits in. That's the number that matters. It's the difference between oil that stays in the crankcase doing its job and oil that slowly evaporates out from under it. That's engineering you can measure, not branding you have to believe. The last one isn't for everyone, and it doesn't pretend to be. Number 4. Red Line. Founded in 1979 by racing and aerospace engineers in California. Around $15 a quart, ester-based, built for the kind of film strength and high HTHS viscosity that keeps oil intact under conditions that break ordinary oil down. It's the most expensive oil on this list, and the price is buying performance most daily drivers will never actually need. It's expensive because it's specialized, not because it needs a luxury image. Of everything on this list, it's the only oil built for a job most drivers will never actually have.